Hard mode, 19,000 points. Well, there's some changes right off the bat. You'll notice it's a little reversed at the beginning here. The ramp is on the right side and on the left side. The next important thing, as soon as you make the turn, there's going to be another jump. So you better prepare yourself. There's the jump. Then slow down. I put the brakes on, okay? I put the brakes on so I could slow down and try to make the turn. I didn't make it that well. As you can see, it affected my performance on the next jump. But that's not important. What's important is just keeping your cool, because you can make it up, see? You got 1,000 points, going awesome. So that beginning right there could give you some trouble. That's the biggest thing I could say. But you see what I did right there? I scored another 800 points right off the bat. This hard mode isn't really so hard once you know where everything is. In fact, you could do this within 1 or 2 tries. I bet you can. Just look before you leave and see where the combos are. Constantly be on the move. So if you have 5,000 points by now, you're doing very well. Now that first ramp right there, I had a lot of trouble with. Now look, we're just getting all these points like crazy. Those are important to your score. Now you can, get a few points here. You can get a combo. I personally don't waste my time with it because I like having a shield more than anything. So I wait for this guy. I'm patient. Go after him. That should bring up to 8,000 points. If you don't have 8,000 points by now, that's perfectly okay. We're gonna get a few more. So 1 guy, 2 guy. You can pretty much tell where they're gonna be. In hard mode, they just go everywhere where they weren't before, and you think that they'll be is where they'll be. And coming up here doesn't result in the golden beetle. This gives us that guy. So I jump down and then I get another point. Taking out everything I can to make sure that I'm guaranteed that wonderful, wonderful score. So now up here, get a few points for making a jump. It's nice that they put it right in the middle. Don't have to fool around with any other stuff. This guy I take out. And that brings us to over 10,000 points by now. Then you're doing great. You can see our time is not struggling. It's almost like we're still advancing at the same speed. Now, taking that won't bring you anywhere, but right here you have an opportunity to get all 3. Now, you see what I did there? I lost my shield. I did that on purpose, and here's why. Right here, there's this beetle floating around, and there's a chain of rings. If you have that shield, you're probably going to end up falling into the pit, because you'll start collecting the rings. So what I did was, now that's the most scary part of the level. That's probably the hardest part. Aside from me looking like an idiot missing the gold beetle, the hardest part was making that jump, okay? Get rid of your shield, wait for the beetle to be as close to the rings as possible, and then just pray that you end up pressing the button at the right moment so you can zoom across away. I don't know how many times I've failed that, but that's the hardest part of the level. And also you could see we missed a golden beetle, so I show as an example that if you've been messing up along the way, there's 1,000 points worth of mistakes right there that I made. And we're still going to get the A. Okay, so we have nearly 13,000 points. 3.5 minutes. Let's just take a look at what our score is going to be. I said we need 19,000. So you can use this as a comparison to see where you can make mistakes and how many mistakes you can afford. See? We could have gotten another 1,000 points. So you can make almost 2,000 in points and errors.